Tom Jones is indisputably not only one of the most powerful voices in the industry, but he is also an icon of a generation. But don't get it twisted. Just because the man got pipes that could shake the walls doesn't mean his life was all flash and smooth sailing. Behind the glam, the fame, and the roar of fans was a dude who went through some heavy pain, real trials, and deep regrets. See, Sir Tom ain't just a legend. He's proof that even the loudest voices sometimes cry in silence. His story starts like a love song. Young Tom was just a teen when he married Melinda Rose Linda Trenchard, his high school sweetheart. They tied the knot on March 2nd, 1957, but it wasn't no fairy tale wedding. It was rushed. Linda was pregnant, and that's how their journey started, with a baby on the way and bills stacking up. To provide for his little family, Tom worked construction and spent time in a glove factory, far from the spotlight that would one day follow him across the globe. But even then, his voice, it stood out. That sound, that soul, it was already writing his future. Still, their marriage took some hard hits. As Tom's fame exploded, so did temptation. The man was magnetic, and he admitted it himself. Hundreds of affairs, year after year. Groupies, celebrities, models. His name was everywhere, and so was the heartbreak, especially for Linda, who stood by him quietly while the world praised her husband. Even through betrayal after betrayal, she never left. Not once. But in April 2016, Tom lost everything that mattered most. Linda passed away after battling cancer, and that, he said, broke him in ways no hit song ever could heal. He sold their mansion in LA, let go of the memories, moved into a quiet apartment in London, kept her pictures, but not the past. That was his way of honoring her. See, the crowd never saw the cost of the spotlight. The 250 women a year. One of them was Mary Wilson of the Supremes. Another was TV host Charlotte Laws, and even former Miss World Marjorie Wallace. But it wasn't just headlines. Some stories went deeper, darker. Actress Cassandra Peterson, best known as Elvira, shared a painful memory. She said her first time was with Tom, and it wasn't gentle. It left her hurt and scarred, physically and emotionally. That's a part of the story many don't know. But it happened. Then came 1987, a tour in the US and a brief affair with model Catherine Berkery. She had a son, Jonathan. A paternity test confirmed Tom was the father in 1989, but even then, he stayed distant. Jonathan never got to know him. A son left in the shadows of a superstar. Tom faced the consequences of his fame. Financially, he became a tax exile, escaping the UK's 98% tax rate after the 1974 Labour government reforms. He moved to Los Angeles and bought Dean Martin's mansion in 1976, a place where he had space to breathe but also reflect. Fame gave him the mansion, but choices filled the rooms with echoes. Still, music never left his side. In 1965, he met the one man who matched his fire, Elvis Presley. Their bond was instant. Vegas nights, jamming till sunrise, true friendship. When Elvis passed in 1977, a piece of Tom went with him. Years later, Tom was rumored to be dating Priscilla Presley, but he shut it down, saying it was just comfort between two people who had both lost Elvis. Tom opened up fully in 2015, dropping his autobiography over the top and back. It was raw, honest, but not everything was in the book. Some wounds still sat too deep. Tom's health had its own fights. From childhood tuberculosis that kept him bedridden for 2 years to the aging of his voice, he fought hard for his strength. He said himself, "What I lost in high notes, I gained in soul." That soul showed up early. Born June 7, 1940 in Treforest, Wales, young Tom didn't love school or sports, but the man could sing. Weddings, family events, school choirs, wherever a mic could go, his voice followed. At 12, illness tried to shut him down. TB hit hard. He was stuck in bed, drawing and listening to records, with nothing else but music and time. And that's where his style grew. By the 60s, he was fronting a group called Tommy Scott and the Senators, gigging across South Wales. Then came the big break. Producer Gordon Mills renamed him Tom Jones and got him signed to Decca. His first real hit, It's not unusual. That one took him straight to the top. In time, his music hit soundtracks. James Bond's Thunderball, What's New Pussycat, tracks that made him a global name. He even met Elvis during filming at Paramount Studios. By the 70s, Jones was a household name. Through the decades, the hits didn't stop. Sex Bomb, Delilah, She's a Lady, collabs with legends like Van Morrison, Wyclef Jean, and performances with the Pussycat Dolls and Carmen Electra at VH1 Divas. He covered everything from Randy Newman to Kiss and kept finding new audiences. But behind all of it, that same voice, shaped by heartbreak, mistakes, and years of living hard. He was knighted in 2006 by Queen Elizabeth II, Sir Tom Jones, a title earned not just by vocals, but by surviving everything life threw at him. From Pontypridd to Hollywood, from Linda to Loss, from groupies to Grace, Tom Jones never stopped showing up, never stopped singing. He ain't just a voice, he's a story, one you feel with your chest, and he's still standing.